Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're tuning in from. This is the BS Buddies podcast. I'm your host, Joe. That is your host, Ian. And today, we're going to read off funny names of history.
Joe happened to bring this one up before we started recording. He was talking about some baseball players throughout history that have had some hilariously unfortunate names.
And some are just hilarious.
Some are hilarious. And, it actually reminded me of that Abbott and Costello bit Costello. I can't, words are hard today, man.
You're good.
Bit that I was doing before we started recording.
I've been awake for 12 hours at this point of recording, so...
Who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know who's on third. They got all them interesting names out there today. So in light of some of those interesting names, we thought we'd look up some unfortunate or unfortunately funny names that people have had throughout history. Some of them are real. Some of them, like a list that I have here, are in fact fake, but there's a good story behind that, and it's worth a good chuckle. And we'll hop right into it, and we'll give you guys some funny nomenclature that has occurred throughout the years. Joe, would you like to start us off?
Yes, I'm going to be going from two different lists. One is a purely baseball, but to break it up a little bit, I got a list of some other people. First one we got, this guy works at Apple, and his name is Sam Sung.
Sam Sung. What did Sam sing? We need to know. You can't leave us like that, Joe. What did Sam sing?
He sang the Android song.
He sang the Android song. And then he got tired and switched over to Apple.
Yep.
That poor fella. Can you imagine that? Like, how many times his application might have went through? Samsung, oh, we got another joker. Throw it in the garbage. And then he's got a call back a week later. Hi, this is Samsung. Did you guys get my application? Oh, that's a real guy. Did they take the garbage out yet? Give me that trash can. And just...
He seemed qualified, but it just seemed like a joke.
I thought it was a joke, so I threw it out. That's a wrongful... That's not a wrongful termination. That's some kind of lawsuit. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of lawsuit. Oh, man. Do you got any more lined up in the shoot, or do we want to
I got one? A lot. I'll do two. This
Rapid
dude
fire.
is a teacher named Mr. Perv.
That's his...
And the top comment for this is, I wouldn't want to be teacher's pet. He also teaches 5th grade.
Oh, that is the most... Okay, look, all I'm saying is if that was my last name, teaching is maybe not the profession that I would go into.
Yeah, probably not.
Just saying. Oh, man. Okay, well, I have got in front of me here, I've got a list of some of these names that make me chuckle, because this list, some of you might have seen it out there. Some of you might have seen this meme. There was a baseball game in the 90s, probably for Nintendo or Super Nintendo. It was a Japanese baseball game. And apparently, as the story is told, they needed some American-sounding names for this baseball game. And apparently, the poor Japanese dude who had the task of doing it, obviously he didn't have any contacts to America that he could phone over and be like, hey, give me some American-sounding names. So he just came up with his own list of what he thought American names sounded like. And there are some good gems in here. Some of them are pretty normal sounding. Like this one, we have a Willie Dustis, Dust Ice. Willie Dustis. Okay.
That's not bad.
That can be a name then. But then we have ones like Sleeve McDykel. Sleve McDykel. We have Onsen Sweeney. Anatoly Smorin. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something. But my favorite out of all these is Bobson Dugnut. Bobson Dugnut, definitely. He's got my full support. Whatever team he's playing for, I'm rooting for them. And then we have Mike Truck. Mike
Truck. Trout, not the fish.
Mike Truck. Truk. Mike Truck. We have I think this was supposed to be Dwight, but they're missing the H, so it's Dwigged Rortugal. Dwigged Rortugal. That's never heard of Portugal. I don't know where that country is. I know where Portugal is. I don't know what Portugal. It must be an island off Portugal. But yeah, there's some good names in this list that make me chuckle every time. If you guys want to see the entire list for yourself, there's probably about 24 names on here. Just look up Japanese baseball game American names, and you should see it. Blue background, white lettering. You'll find it.
But
Joe?
we're gonna switch over to regular baseball. This first
Real
guy,
names.
I actually kind of grew up watching. I think his first name is actually a nickname, but Coco Crisp,
Coco Crisp.
like the cereal during that time.
Please tell me he got the sponsorship by Rice Krispies chocolate. That would be
I'm not
amazing.
sure, but that would have been awesome.
Coco Crisp or Cookie Crisp endorsed by Coco Crisp. Rice Krispies endorsed by Coco Crisp.
There's a guy in the majors now. They call him Cookie Carrasco.
Carrasco. Sounds like a Tabasco sauce that's like cookie flavored, and that is horrible. That gives me nightmares.
This one I find kind of boring. Charlie Furbush. Just like, eh. This guy, I think he might be in the Hall of Fame. Catfish Hunter. Catfish is his first name. And I will say for some of you, like some of these first names are nicknames, but these guys went by it so much that they just used it as their first name.
They just use it.
The Twins called up their prospect recently. His name is Zebby Matthews. Apparently his name's David, and his middle name is like like a name from the Bible that starts with Zeb. And he said nobody ever called him David; they just called him Zebby.
Zebby. Wait, what's his full name again? Zebby.
David.
I
think like Zebulon Matthews. So he's Zebby Matthews.
Zebulon? Zebulon? Do I gotta go get Buzz Lightyear to fight that dude? Zebulon?
A few other classics are Urban Shocker.
That sounds like something you would find on Urban Dictionary. That's what
oh
that
no,
sounds
this
like.
this is what you'd find on Urban Dictionary. Johnny Dickshot.
That I hope he's not a pitcher, because that would be very unfortunate. And coming up next to the pound, coming up next to the. And we got coming up next to the mound here pitching. We got Johnny Dickshot. He's firing in fastballs at 95 miles an hour. And it'd be the dude like on deck swing. Did he just say the next pitcher is Johnny Dickshot? I'm not going on the batter's box, man. I'm not going in there.
Imagine if on deck was the guy Jack Glasscock.
That poor fella. Old Johnny Dickshot and what's his name, Glasscock stepping up to the plate. The face-off of two legendary giants. I hope. What's the other dude's first name? The Glasscock. What's his
Jack.
first name?
Johnny versus Jack.
I hope Jack is tempered. I hope his Glasscock is tempered, because old Johnny Dickshot is gonna be firing him in there. Boom, boom, boom.
And then there's Rusty Nuts.
Rusty Nuts.
Spelled
He needs some WD-40.
Kuntz.
Wait a minute. Yeah, did you say Rusty Nuts?
Yes.
Spelled Kuntz?
I don't know. I'm tired.
I was gonna say that wouldn't be Rusty Nuts. That would be.
I've heard people say it like that though.
Dude, Rusty.
I don't know.
I'm not. If I say that other one, then we're definitely gonna get
That's
in
fine.
trouble.
I'll go back to normal people after this.
Oh,
For a little
please, no. We need these guys. These guys
Okay,
are
I'll
worth the
keep
content.
going if you want me to say the whole list quick.
Yeah, hit me with it.
We got John Malarkey. We got Stubby Clapp. We got Twins great Boof Bonzer.
Boof Bonzer.
I think he legally changed his name to Boof. Legit.
Unfortunate. No.
We
Just
got
knowing today's vernacular, unfortunate.
Antonio Bastardo.
Bastardo.
We
I
have
can't get over Stubby Clap. That feels like such a rude, on the nose. Like, if you got stubs, you ain't clapping. You ain't clapping. That one just feels rude. Hey, Stubby, clap. Ah, what a great one. Oh man.
Continuing our baseball list is Pete Lecoq. We got Razor Shines.
Razor Shines. That
This
just means he's really good at shaving. It's like he shaves so good it literally shines.
This is a definite nickname. Oil Can Boyd.
I hope to God it's a nickname, because I'm not gonna lie, if my parents named me Oil Can, I'd have words. There would be words to be had. Hey, Oil, what up? Think you slick? Oh, look at this choker.
We got 5 more. Sugarcane. That's
That sounds
first
like
and last name.
That doesn't sound like it belongs in baseball. That sounds like it belongs in another profession.
I honestly don't know why these 2 names are on here, but Prince Fielder and Buster Posey.
Buster
Grew up
Posey.
watching them.
Buster Posey. That sounds like a mob name. That's cool. That sounds like the dude, like, they go into the mob, be like, hey, yeah, we got to send Buster down to take care of it. And you like look over and it's just like some giant meathead dude with like hands the size of your torso, and he just cracks all his knuckles at once. Buster Posey. That's a cool name. I like that name.
I love this name. It's probably my favorite name I've ever heard in baseball. I think mostly because I learned how to say it. We got Jared Saltalamacchia.
Saltalamacchia? Jared Salt of the Earth over there is taking care of everything for us. Ain't got to worry. He's on it.
Saltalamacchia.
You gotta slow down on them A's, big dog. That was
There's only 5.
There's only 5 for a name. That's excessive. You don't need that many A's.
And then the last one, you'll love. Old-timey name. Orville Overall.
Who is that guy? Well, overall, he's Orville. He's Orville overall. Does he wear overalls? No, he wears plaid. What in the world?
Okay, I got my regular list if you had.
I got my silly list. This one claims that it's from a United States Census as of 1880. Manly Boner. That's first of all, why would you name them Manly? I can kind of see where Manly comes from, but really, they knew what they were doing on that one. They knew it. Even if it was 1880, they knew what they were doing when they named him. We have another one from United States Census in 1910. Lesbo Batman. Woo! That one's got some vicious implications that I'm not sure I like.
Over here we have Sod Mon, I believe, is how you would say it. Otherwise, it looks like just Sad Man.
Sod Mon. Hey, what you hauling in the wagon, Mon? I'm hauling Sod Mon. How you doing? I'm Sod Mon. Oh my God! Here we have enlisted officer muster rolls and rosters, 1916 to 1939.
What's his
Is that
name?
supposed to be his record of? His name was not enlisted and officer muster. That'd be all I know. His name was Stupid McDaniels. Come here, stupid. Yeah, I'll be right
Stupid
there.
says
Give me a
what?
second. Stupid McDaniels, United States enlisted and officer muster rolls and rosters. I'm guessing this dude was in the military. It says 1916 to 1939. That seems excessive. Must have been like that was his span of service. Boy, can you imagine getting ordered around by an officer named Stupid? I think that's what they call peak irony. The epitome of what it means to be an officer. Oh, wait, what? This one says it comes from Germany. Births and baptism. I'm not going to read this one.
Okay, I'll read this one. P. Enos.
P. Enos.
P.
P.
Dot
Enos.
Enos. ENNIS.
Oh. No. This one is from the Texas Birth Index, 1903 to 1997. The name is Ima Urethra Mosher, or Mosher, however you say the last one. Ima Urethra Mosher. It's very unfortunate. Really hope that person wasn't a doctor. I'm here for the prostate exam. Don't worry, we'll send in Ima Urethra Mosher. You're gonna send in who?
And coming up on the list is this one's bad. Hitler Mussolini. that's
Boy, somebody looked at the Axis powers in World War II and said, I feel like I could take a few things from there and apply it to my child. Here's one from the United States Census in 1900. Coot Scratcher. Hey, come here, Coot. Coot Scratcher.
your old coot.
We have from the Kentucky Vital Record Indexes, Dingus Gayheart. What he had joy in his heart. He's a happy fellow. Come on now. Come on.
Here we
Get your head out.
have Paul Tucock.
Goes hand in hand with Michael Tiny Peter over here.
I got more teachers.
Oh no. Oh no.
They are from Jewish Community Center, 1981. I wish it said the class. Mrs. Wiener and Mrs. Butt. Spelt exactly as
Like you think it is.
yeah.
Duly noted. Boy, I bet they had classrooms full of giggles. Imagine how many poor children were punished at the behest of hearing those names. That's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate.
I also found a military person. 3rd Battalion, Major Dickie Head.
Major Dicky Head. Yeah, that's also living up to the officer standard in the military. That's on par with, who is that man? He's an asshole, sir. I know that. What's his name? That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major Asshole. and his cousin, gunner's mate, first class, Philip Asshole. That is Spaceballs levels of comedy. Here's one from the United States Census, 1940. Ghoul Nipple. Ghoul Nipple.
Ghostbusters better get on that.
Yeah.
I have one that's it seems Ian has found a good one.
From Brazil, their civil registration, 1925 to 1995. Pronoun Jesus.
I'm happy you read that because
Excuse me, pronoun Jesus.
we have Jesus Condom.
Jesus condom and pronoun Jesus. Hope those two never get together. Whoa. Wait, what? What is the date code on this? Okay, here's one from Haiti. Civil registration. 1794 to 2012. Not sure what that time span is for, but
Immortal?
Saint Anne Pimpin'. Saint Anne is pimpin'. Oh, what can I say? Times are tough. You got to make the money.
We got cash register.
Cash register.
Who was exonerated for something.
Interesting. Oh, here's one. I hope it's German because this would make it so much better. We have Wiener Wunder, with the wonder being spelled with a U, not an O. So, Wiener Wunder.
We got. I don't understand how this can be a name, but we got gay neighbors. Assistant to the registrar.
We do? Man, I hope they're a friendly couple. I'd love to bake a pie and bring it over there sometime. We have Peter Beater from an England and Wales census in 1911. Peter Beater.
We got Crystal Methvin. She was
Here's
on like TV court.
Crystal Metheny.
I can't say that word on YouTube.
We have Richard Buttminer over here. Another one from England.
And we got a doctor, BJ Harddick.
I think I've heard that one before.
There's a lot that I've skipped that I've heard.
Here's another one from United States Census. Squirty McKenzie.
This one is probably one of my favorite names I've ever heard. From Sun Prairie Fire Department, Lieutenant Les McBurney.
Lieutenant Les McBurney.
For lieutenant for the fire department.
Les McBurney. You know what?
McBurney.
You know what? That tracks. If there's ever a fire, I want Les McBurney because I want less burning to happen at whatever fire is going on. I trust that man with my life.
We got Christian guy. Christian guy.
Okay, there's no way this is a real name, but where it comes from would make sense. Ireland Civil Registration Indexes, 1845 to 1958. Hugh McCooch. You spell it out and it looks like it's Hug McCooch. The rest of these are all just more puns on junk. All right, I'm going to...
There's one I have, but it's a criminal his name, no, we're going to skip that. There's got to be flavor balls.
I think I found the list that you're looking at because one of these is a Hong Kong supermodel. And her name is Poon Ho. I'm going to say that one once and never again.
Don't worry, we got dick tips over here on my list.
Oh, we got a baseball card here. Scranton Wilkes Bar, Red Barons. Steve Sharts. He was a pitcher. Don't smell the ball after you catch it.
We got a Costco worker. This is apparently their first name. Mabube.
Mabube. Oh, man. That makes me think of the that Russell Peters joke where he was at a casino in South Africa, and the dude who was dealing the cards, his name was spelled like exclamation mark XOBILE. The dude's name was Bile. He's like, dude had a click in his name. It was Bile, and I'm like, that's cool. Man's name is Bile. That's some
We
cool
have a
shit.
wedding on this one with the
no.
last names Hardy Har.
Hardy Har.
Hardy married Har.
Oh man. You know, sometimes the universe just brings certain people together, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see it happen.
And then we have Beautiful Existence from Seattle. And it says, yes, that is her legal name.
What is it?
Beautiful Existence. First name Beautiful, last name Existence.
Perfect. You know what? Hands down right there, that name takes the cake. I don't think you beautiful existence. What a
You sure you don't want to end on hashtag follow?
certain. I really hope that's not someone's name. Oh, why would you do
Looked like a
that?
baby.
Oh no. Oh no. You know, I'm really glad, you know, I think with you know, the rise of the internet and telecommunications, right? People like to say that we're getting dumber. I think we've always been dumb. It's just easier to see now.
Yep.
And I think some of these names throughout history have proved that people are the same. They're immature and stupid no matter where or when they are in the world. And I'm glad that we can live in a time where I can look at the little magic square, do some tappy tappies on a piece of plastic and metal, and see all of history's dumbest names laid out before me.
Yeah,
There's something magical to be said about that. You know what I mean?
one of the more recent ones I've heard is the name Absidy. If you've ever heard that one. You want to know how you spell that?
How?
ABCDE.
I'm gonna name my child Absinthe because that's what I'm gonna need to drink to forget that I now know that that's a thing. Come here, Absinthe. How did you get that name? My parents made poor choices.
Oh, should we end it there, or do you got more?
I think I don't have any more. I got none that beat anything we've said so far. So I think that's a fantastic place to call it.
We're not gonna do quotes today. That was a brain numbing enough. If you guys want us to look into more weird names, I love looking at names, especially like you, Ian, when you're looking back to the 1900s. Those are awesome.
Some of them old names they're funny. They're hilarious because you know they didn't have the same nuance with their words that we do. So you know to them it might not have been funny, but to us, peak comedy.
But if you like content like this, become a bud today by subscribing, and we'll see you next time when
we find more ridiculous names. In fact, let us know some of your ridiculous names that you've either heard or can think of in the comments down below. But until then, you just take her easy now.